Hill. We asked him if he has ever, through a small group, made a big change. And what he shared with us is just recently he started a brand new Toastmasters club that is focused on those who want to become professional speakers. Just got chartered. So, who's sharing? Yeah! So in asking whether it's going to make a big change or not, he said this: ask me in a year. So we'll find out in a year if this small group has been able to impact big change. I'm not sure I'll remember exactly a year from today, but I will be sure to ask. So he is working on, he decided to go back through the Competent Communicator Manual. We have a total of, in Toastmasters, when you first join, you get a manual, and they work on various speeches. There's a total of 10 projects. The first project is always the icebreaker, introducing yourself to the club. Now, David is an experienced speaker. He has actually been through that manual, not once, but twice. And he is now venturing to start on a third time through the manual. You can always learn more with each of those skill sets and improve on those skill sets. So that's what he is doing. The other thing you can do, which David is going to do, is you can decide to do a theme for all 10 speeches. So he has selected a theme for all of his 10 speeches. He is going to focus on his love of music and how it's influenced and affected his life. So with that, his title is called I Love Music. Let's please welcome up David Hill.
I am a DJ. People don't know that. I started DJing back when I was in the Army many, many years ago. I love music. I currently have 4,823 albums, 82 cassette tapes, 7,927 CDs. I love music. I love music. Now I'll tell you where I got that from. I got it from my mother, but not in a traditional sense. Not the fact that she listened to music all the time, because she did. She did. But as a child, I knew the music was on. I didn't pay attention to it. She listened to just about anything. The Dells, Glenn Campbell, Sarah Vaughan, Duke Ellington, you name it, she listened to it. But that did not influence me to music. I just knew there was some sounds going on, and oh well. She took me to my first concert, Sarah Vaughan. I saw her live. That is what changed. But let me tell you how it changed my love or my interest in music. Picture this. A little 6-year-old boy with his mother, his brother, and his godfather at the concert. We're in the front row, center. My mother goes to the restroom. My godfather's sitting there, and he says, "Look, you guys want anything drinking?" We say yes. And he says, "David, make sure you watch your brother." And I look up at him and I say, "Okay," with discernment, because I was really a mischievous little boy. Couldn't wait for them to leave. He leaves, I'm sitting there, and I tell my brother, "Don't go anywhere." And I march off over to the right side of the stage, walk up the stairs, and behind the curtain. So I'm just walking along, happy as can be. And I'm looking, and I see see a door. And I open it. And there was Sarah Vaughan. It was her dressing room. I couldn't believe it. And I'm standing there looking at her, and she looks at me. Fortunately, she was dressed. She was. And I think it was her manager or her assistant, someone, and they were like, "Is this your son?" And she was like, "No, I don't know who he is." And so she came up to me, and she kneeled down, and she said, "Where's your mother and father?" And I looked up at her, I didn't say anything. And she said, "Do you know your name?" I shook my head. And she said, "Can you tell me your name?" I shook my head. And she said, "Why?" And I said, "My mother told me not to talk to strangers." And she said, "Well, listen, my name is Sarah. What's your name?" So I told her my name. And she said, "Now we're not strangers." So it was close to her concert starting. She takes me out to the stage. Curtains rise. My mother is frantic, of course, and I see her. My godfather is shooting daggers at me because not only is he mad at me for leaving, but he's in the doghouse for not staying with us. And Sarah says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet my new friend." And she said, "What's your name again?" And I said, "David." She said, "What?" "David." "Sweetheart, I can't hear you." "David!" And everyone rolled out and they were laughing. So she introduced us, and then she said, "I'm going to dedicate my first song to you, and after the concert, you and your family can come back and take pictures with us." And from that moment on, I loved music. I was just like, oh my goodness. I was there. She dedicated her first song to me, that little bad, mischievous little boy who decided to venture off. But I can tell you, this morning, I'm driving to work on the freeway, and my song comes on. And I'm bobbing my head and kind of patting the steering wheel, and I happen to look over to my right, and there's a lady, and I swear we must have been listening to the same song because she was doing the same exact thing. Music can bring joy and happiness and laughter. And for the next 9 speeches, I'm going to tell you how music has affected and changed my life.